Let's get this out of the way first. You wouldn't survive. Not for a day. It's not an insult. It's just a fact. Your modern body and your modern mind are built for a world that no longer exists. The world of soft chairs, clean water from a tap, and food that comes in plastic. We think we're tough. We go camping for a weekend, we watch survival shows. But that's a fantasy. It's playing a game. The real thing was not a game. It was a constant grinding, moment to moment struggle. So let's put you there. Let's imagine you wake up, not in your bed, but on the hard packed dirt floor of a cave or a crude shelter made of branches and hides. There is no alarm clock. The sun is your clock, and it's not even up yet. The first thing you feel isn't the need to check your phone. It's the cold. It's a deep, penetrating cold, the kind that gets into your bones. You're not wearing layers of synthetic fleece. You're likely wearing animal skins, crudely scraped and maybe softened by chewing. They smell, they are stiff, they don't cover you perfectly. The fire from last night has died down to a few glowing embers. The air is damp and smells of wood smoke, old meat, and the unwashed bodies of a dozen or so other people sleeping around you. These are your family, your entire world. Your body aches. You didn't sleep on a memory foam mattress. You slept on the ground, maybe with a few furs thrown down. Every muscle, every joint protests as you sit up. There are no painkillers. There is no gentle start to the day. The moment you are conscious, you are aware of two things above all else: your hunger and your thirst. The hunger isn't the I could go for a bagel kind of hunger. It's a hollow ache in your stomach. It was there when you went to sleep. It's there now. It's a constant companion. Your body is screaming for calories, not for pleasure, but for fuel. The fuel needed to stay warm, to walk, to think, to simply exist. First things first, you need water. This isn't a simple trip to the kitchen. You have to go find it, you and a few others from your group pick up gourds or clay pots. You step out of the shelter. The pre-dawn light is gray and flat. The world is quiet, but it's a dangerous quiet. Every rustle in the bushes, every bird call means something. You have to listen. Your ears, dulled by a lifetime of traffic and headphones, would miss everything. You'd be deaf to the language of the wilderness. The path to the stream is not a path. It's a rough track over rocks and through thorny bushes. Your feet are the biggest problem. You're wearing soft-soled shoes, or worse, you're barefoot because your modern shoes are gone. The ground is littered with sharp stones, thorns, and things that bite. Your feet would be cut to ribbons within an hour. An infection from a small cut isn't a minor annoyance. It's a potential death sentence. There are no antibiotics. There is no sterile bandage. There is just your own immune system, which is woefully unprepared. You reach the stream. You can't just stick your face in and drink. You have to check the area first. Are there tracks? Large predators like saber-toothed cats or cave lions often hunt near water sources. They know other animals have to come here to drink. You'd have no idea what tracks to look for. A deer print looks like a dog print, looks like a death cat print to you. Your guides, the people you woke up with, they know. They can read the ground like a book. They point out the disturbed soil, the bent grass. Something big was here, and recently. You wait. You watch. Your heart pounds with a kind of fear you've only ever felt in nightmares. This isn't a movie. This is real. When it's clear, you drink. The water's ice cold. It's also full of things your body has never encountered. Bacteria, parasites, microbes. Your sanitized stomach, used to filtered and treated water, would rebel. Within hours, you'd be dealing with crippling diarrhea and vomiting. Their dehydration would set in fast. In this world, that's how you die. A simple stomach bug becomes a fatal illness. But for now, the cold water is a relief. You fill your containers and head back. The first chore of the day is done. Now food. This is the main event. This will consume your entire day. There is no grocery store. There is no guarantee of success. Failure to find food today means you are weaker tomorrow. Fail for enough days in a row, and you simply stop waking up. The group splits. The women, children, and older men will likely focus on gathering. This sounds like the easy option. It's not. You tag along with them. They move through the landscape with a purpose you can't understand. Their eyes are constantly scanning. They see things you don't. They see a patch of disturbed earth and know there are edible roots below. They see a particular type of leaf and know there are berries nearby. You try to help. You see a bush with bright red berries. They look delicious. You reach for one. An old woman smacks your hand away hard. She shakes her head and makes a sharp, guttural sound. You don't understand the words, but you understand the meaning. Poison. How were you supposed to know? You weren't. This knowledge isn't written in a book, it's passed down through generations. It's learned by watching your mother, your grandmother. It's a mental library of every plant, root, and insect in this valley. You have none of this. To you, the forest is just a wall of green. To them, it's a pantry, a pharmacy, and a graveyard. They dig for roots with sharpened sticks. Your hands are soft. After 10 minutes of digging in the hard, rocky soil, your palms are raw and bleeding. Blisters are forming. They work for hours, their calloused hands making it look easy. They find grubs under rotting logs. They know which ones are full of fat and protein. You feel a wave of nausea, but your stomach is so empty you might actually consider it. They collect nuts, seeds, and tough greens. The haul is small. A handful of roots, some bitter leaves, a few dozen nuts. It's not much as a supplement, not a meal. The real prize is meat. Meanwhile, the hunters are out. Let's say you're young and fit, so you go with them. You think your gym routine has prepared you for this. You are wrong. This isn't a 30-minute jog on a treadmill. This is a long, slow pursuit. The hunters find tracks. A small herd of deer pass this way. The hunt begins. There is no talking, only hand signals. The lead hunter points to a scuff on the ground, a broken twig. These are signs you would never see. The pace is relentless. It's a steady trot over uneven terrain. Up hills, down gullies, through thick brush. Your ankles, used to flat pavement, are screaming. Your lungs burn. The hunters are barely breathing hard. Their bodies are adapted for this. This is persistence hunting. The goal is not to outrun the deer in a sprint. The goal is to outlast it. Humans are not the fastest animals, but we are the best at long-distance running. Our mostly hairless bodies can sweat to cool down, while a fur-covered animal will eventually overheat. You just have to keep it moving. Hours pass, the sun is high in the sky, you are exhausted, dehydrated, and your feet are a mess. You've tripped a dozen times. You've made too much noise. You are a liability. Finally, they spot the herd. The deer are resting, wary. The hunters need to get closer. They crawl on their bellies through the dirt and grass. You try to follow, but you snap a twig. The deer's heads shoot up. They bolt. The hunt is a failure. The hunters are frustrated, but they don't give up. They cast about for another opportunity. Maybe they'll get lucky and find a lone, old animal. Or maybe they will find something already dead. Scavenging was a huge part of prehistoric life. Finding a carcass left by a more powerful predator was a jackpot, but it was also incredibly dangerous. You would have to fight off other scavengers like hyenas or giant birds. Let's change the scenario. Let's say the first hunt was successful. They managed to corner a deer and bring it down with their spears. The spear isn't a complex weapon. It's a long, sharpened stick. Maybe the tip has been hardened in a fire. Or maybe it has a crudely knapped stone point attached with sinew and resin. Hitting a moving target with this is an incredible skill, honed by a lifetime of practice. You, with your experience throwing a baseball, would be useless, but they did it. The deer is down, the work isn't over, it's just beginning. The animal has to be butchered. This is where the most important piece of prehistoric technology comes in the stone tool. Someone pulls out a hand axe or a sharp flint flake. You've seen these in museums. They look primitive, but in the right hands, they are incredibly effective. The process of making one, flint knapping, is an art form. You have to know how to find the right kind of stone, like flint or chert. You have to know exactly where and how hard to strike it with a hammerstone to flake off a piece with a razor-sharp edge. That edge is sharper than a modern surgical scalpel. You watch as they expertly skin the animal. Nothing is wasted. The hide will become clothing or shelter. The sinews will become cordage. The bones will be cracked open for their marrow, a rich source of fat, or they'll be shaped into needles and awls. The meat is cut into manageable chunks. This is a messy, bloody job. The smell is intense. Flies are everywhere, and the smell of blood will attract other predators. You have to work fast. The hunters carry the heavy pieces of meat back to the camp. It's a long, hard walk. Everyone in the group is excited. Meat means fat and protein. It means survival. It means a full belly, for once. Back at the shelter, the fire is built up. Starting a fire without matches or a lighter is another skill you don't have. It might involve a bow drill or a hand drill, spinning a stick in a notch on a piece of wood until the friction creates a glowing ember. Or it might involve striking a piece of flint against pyrite to create a spark. It's laborious and requires practice and dry tinder. The fire is the heart of the camp. It provides warmth, light, and protection from predators, and it cooks the food. Cooking the meat over the fire does more than just make it taste better. It kills parasites and bacteria, making it safer to eat. It also makes the proteins and fats easier to digest, meaning your body gets more energy from it. This access to cooked meat was a critical step in our evolution. It gave our ancestors the calorie surplus needed to fuel a larger, more complex brain. Your brain. Finally, you eat. There are no plates, no forks. You take a piece of roasted meat in your hands and tear at it with your teeth. It's tough and gamey. It's full of grit from the fire, but it's the best thing you have ever tasted. The fat runs down your chin. For the first time all day, the gnawing ache in your stomach subsides. It's a profound primal satisfaction. The whole group eats together. The food is shared. This is crucial. A single hunter is rarely successful. The group survives because they cooperate. The hunters share their kill with the gatherers, and the gatherers share their roots and nuts. The old man who is too slow to hunt but knows how to make the best stone tools gets his share. The woman who knows which plants can soothe a fever gets her share. The group is a single organism. Your modern individualism would be a fatal flaw here. You have to rely on others, and they have to be able to rely on you. If you can't contribute, you are a drain on resources, and in a world of scarcity, that's a problem. As darkness falls, the world changes. The night does not belong to you. It belongs to the things that hunt in the dark. The fire is your only shield. You huddle close to it. The shadows beyond the ring of firelight are deep and full of menace. Every sound is magnified. The snap of a twig. A distant howl. Is it a wolf? A cave hyena? There is no entertainment. No books, no music, no screens. There are stories. An elder might recount a great hunt or a tale of the spirits that live in the mountains. This is how culture is passed on. This is how you learn about the world. Their language is likely simple, more focused on the here and now. What to eat, where to go, what is dangerous. They communicate as much with gestures and tone as with words. You try to sleep, but you can't. Your body is a wreck. Your feet are throbbing. Your hands are scraped raw. Your stomach is churning from the unfamiliar food and dirty water. But it's the fear that keeps you awake, the absolute crushing vulnerability. There is no locked door, there is no police force to call, there is just a small group of fragile humans huddled around a fire hoping to see the sun rise. This is the physical challenge, but the mental challenge is just as great. Your mind is not built for this reality. You are used to constant stimulation, you are used to thinking about abstract concepts, your career, your finances, your social media feed. None of that matters here. Your mind would be a screaming chaos of useless thoughts. Here, thought is practical. Where is the water? Are those berries safe? What was that sound? It is a state of constant heightened awareness. It's exhausting. There is no room for existential dread because real, tangible dread is a constant companion. The stress would be immense. The cortisol levels in your body would be through the roof. And the boredom. The sheer crushing boredom between moments of terror. Hours spent chipping at a rock. Hours spent chewing a hide to soften it. Hours spent watching, waiting. Your brain, addicted to novelty and distraction, would likely break. So, could you survive? No. You would fail at the first hurdle. You can't read the landscape. You can't find water safely. You can't tell a poisonous plant from an edible one. You can't make a tool. You can't hunt. You can't start a fire. Your body is weak, your feet are soft, and your immune system is a joke. You carry no practical knowledge. Even if, by some miracle, the group decided to carry you as dead weight, you would likely succumb to disease, injury, or exposure within a few days. A sprained ankle isn't an inconvenience. It means you can't keep up with the group, and the group cannot afford to slow down for you. We look back at prehistoric humans and use words like primitive or simple. That is a profound mistake born of arrogance. Their lives were unimaginably hard, but they were not simple. They possessed a depth of knowledge and a suite of skills that we have completely lost. Their understanding of their environment was more intimate than we can even imagine. Every member of that small group held a library of information in their head that was essential for survival. They were physically and mentally tougher than we are. They lived with a level of pain, discomfort, and fear that would shatter the modern psyche. They weren't just surviving, they were adapting, innovating, and spreading across the entire planet. They painted masterpieces on cave walls. They developed complex social structures. They were us, just in a different, harder world. Thinking about their day isn't about feeling superior because we have smartphones and antibiotics. It's about feeling a sense of humility. It's about recognizing the incredible resilience of our ancestors. Everything you are, every comfort you enjoy, is built on a foundation of millions of years of their struggle. They endured the cold, the hunger, and the fear, so that one day their distant descendants wouldn't have to. So when you turn on the tap for a glass of clean water, or open the fridge for a snack, or lie down in your soft warm bed, maybe take a second. Think about that other you, the one lying on the cold dirt floor. You wouldn't have survived their day. And because of that, you should be profoundly grateful they survived theirs.